Why hello, you amazing beautiful people, and welcome back to another Vinland Saga reaction video. I'm still recovering, by the way, so I'm still a bit like I'm in a little bit of pain for this reaction, but I'm feeling a lot better than I did yesterday when I recorded the other reaction. I think it was yesterday. Oh my word, everything is kicking off, everything is heating up, things are about to get insane, and I'm just saying, I don't even know which side I'm rooting for anymore. I'm just sticking to the side of Thorfinn, and everyone else can just get fucked. Obviously, you know, with a few exceptions, but that's the side I'm on. Right, I don't want to waste any time. Like this video, subscribe for more. If you're not subscribed to this channel, I'm just saying, if you don't press the subscribe button within 10 seconds, then you could quite possibly be cursed for all your entire life. And everything that you ever want to go right will go wrong. So press subscribe, just in case. I may be lying, but I'm just saying, do you want everyone to take that risk? Press subscribe. And let's jump into my first time ever reaction, Vinland Saga Season 2, Episode 19.
Zato 350人まともに戦えるやつは100人ってとこです。後で正確な人数把握しとけ。
350 is a pretty good number. However, I do want to throw out here and say they're up against the Yorms Vikings, aren't they?
マジでやるんですか、兄貴。
旦那がやるっつって聞かねえんだ。性があるね。
正気の沙汰じゃねえ。王の軍団にかなうと思ってんのか、こいつら。
こいつらみんな旦那に借金してんだ。戦に参加すればそれを帳消しにしてやるって集められたのさ。それでも相手が王と知っていれば来なかっただろう。来ちまったら帰れねえ。ノルド男の見栄があるからな。それに人数が揃えば気も大きくなる。勝てるような気がしてくるもんだ。兵が集まるまで敵が王だと知らせなかったのはうまいやり方だな。思ったより戦上手だぜ、トールギルのやつ。
If I was Snake, I'd be thinking that guy went toe-to-toe with me, and I'm an awesome warrior. He went toe-to-toe with me without a single weapon and trying to not kill me or seriously hurt me. What would that man be like if I put a sword in his hands and he actually went out there trying to take heads? That's what I'd be thinking. I'd be thinking, out of everybody here, the only one I really want on by my side in this fight is the one not fighting.
旦那はやる気だ。兵も集まってる。
Just leave.
ここが戦場になるんだ。
Just leave. Get on the boat, leave.
あ、言った通りだろう。すぐにこの農場を出ないと俺たちも巻き込まれるぞ、トルフィン。
They didn't show the reunion? They just skipped the reunion. Ah, man. That's kind of a bummer. I'm a bit sad about that. Fair enough, but come on. It would have been cool to see, like, Leif be like, it's really you. Obviously, it hasn't been as long as it was the first time. Maybe that's why they skipped it, because we've already seen a reunion once.
はい。でも。
Just steal her. Ah, then you'll be fugitives again. Ah, it's a tough one.
レイフのおっちゃん。俺たち、アルネイズさんをこのままにして農場を去ることはできません。本当に俺なんかを気にかけてくれてありがとう、おっちゃん。
変わったな、トルフィン。
Yeah, look at his puppy dog eyes. If I was Thorfinn, I'd literally go straight up to Canute and I'd say, Canute, do what you want with the farm. But there's this girl. We can't leave without her. Please leave this single house alone. Alright? This house is protected. Other than that, do what you want, right? Surely Canute still got a lot of love for Thorfinn to listen to him there.
最初に見た時は人違いかと思ったぞ。いい顔になった、トルフィン。
やっと会えたんだ。できんよ。
Oh no, this is our death flag. Death flag. Death flag.
パテルさん、また横を向かせて。吐いたもので喉が詰まるといかん。パテルさん、アルネイズを移動させることは可能でしょうか。いや、今は慎重にすべきかと。意識が戻れば容体もわかるのですが、正直私にも今は彼女の状態を判断しかねるのです。
Honestly, makes me fucking.
それにお腹の子のこともある。
I can't believe he did this.
安静にしておくに越したことはありません。せめて意識が戻るまでは。一日、あと一日だけこのまま様子を見ましょう。
The issue is there was no ways of moving someone like comfortably back in these days. You know, on a ship, the bumps, the waves, on a fucking horse and cart. Again, the bumps, the roads. There's no way of moving her where she can just lie still like this.
マジかよ。その後はどうすんだよ。
兄貴、早く。来たか。はい。この指の先に。
予想より早いな。
Gotta say, I try to do that with my wife when I'm in a car. The other day, right. This is just true story. The other day, I was at like a kids festival here in England, and my eldest son, my wife was like 20 meters that way, sitting on a bench. I was getting some food, and my eldest son wanted to go be with my wife. He was like, oh, you know, where's mummy? I was like, mummy's over there. Do you want to go sit down with mummy? I'll get the food and I'll come over and meet you both. And he was like, okay. And I went, can you see mummy? And he literally, I went like this to my eldest son. Can you see mummy? And he literally turned around and went, yeah, there's mummy. And I was like, cool. All right, go to mummy then. And there's like there's like crowds of people, you know, like sitting down on benches and stuff. So there's a few people, but I can see him clearly. And he walks over towards mummy, but he like gets kind of lost around these benches. And he's about like 10 feet to the left of where she is. And he's kind of looking for her. And I could see all of this. And I was watching, and my wife was looking at me, and I went like this. I was like, over there, and did like this, over there, next to you. And she fucking turns around and just looks behind her, and then looks at me and goes, what are you doing? And I went like, down, because my son was like near the ground. And she again, I went like this, and she goes, and I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, how the fuck does this mean look up and behind you? How does this mean turn around and look in the sky? And like, and then in the end, I just yell. I just go, Indiana's next to you! And then, there's like 100 people, and I look like a crazy person. And then she just goes, okay. She's like, calm down, okay. And I'm like, bah, bah. Anyway, if I tried pointing at something, my wife would literally close her eyes and go, I can't see anything. Like that. I'm just saying. However this guy learned to look where you're pointing, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Funny they had like a dragon. Go full Daenerys. Wait, what did he just say? Wait, that was the intro? That was nearly 5 minutes worth of Jesus. All right. Fair enough. Oh man, yeah, if only they had like a dragon. Dragon's always good in these situations. Get yourself a dragon. Well, that's great. I gotta be honest, Kaito is fucked. He is utterly fucked. The only way he isn't fucked, is if Thorfinn joins the fight. And Thorfinn ain't joining the fight. He is fucked. This farm is Canute already.
どうやらケティルは世と戦う気らしいな。軍師を出せ、ウルフ。ここに布陣し、ケティル側の返答を待つ。
はっ。
良い土地だ。血に染めるには惜しい。
Is that like a Viking tactic? I don't know if the Vikings used to sit on the shoreline and fire artillery onto the shore banks. I don't know if that's actually a proper Viking tactic. I'm not like a Viking historian. I would say my history knowledge is just slightly above average. But most of it is centered around England. But I'm like, you know, history is quite a strong subject here in the UK. Like, it's quite like a prominent thing, which is why my knowledge is okay. And we do like a lot of history-based trips and stuff, and I've always really enjoyed it. But I don't know if the Vikings would have done that. I don't like... And also, the Viking bows were quite like weak bows. They weren't like artillery units. It wasn't uncommon for them to use them, but they would often use other kind of what they call like missiles and projectiles. So yeah, I mean, it would be more common for them to have like a spear line or something like that, javelins. But you know, it wasn't uncommon for them to use bows, obviously, as well. But I don't know in that regard. They were much more in-your-face kind of fighters. But I don't know, maybe I'm completely wrong here. I just don't know if that's a usual one. But then again, Canute isn't your usual kind of commander, so that could explain it. Because obviously that's a smarter decision, which could be implemented by someone like Canute. Especially someone who spent so much time in England, where the bow is obviously strong. And obviously British soldiers got learned to use the longbow. And I've even mentioned this before, but archaeologists can actually tell when a person they are digging up is a longbowman from like the past here in England, because their muscles and arms were like completely developed, and they had like a drawstring power that was fucking insane. And it was something that could like they could accurately fire over like the length of 4 football pitches or something. That it's inhuman. They were literally like superhuman back then. But yeah, that's what pretty much won Britain so many wars, was our longbow design, the range, and our archers were just fucking amazing.
以上の理由により、クヌート王陛下は反逆者ケティルとその一族に対し、今日より10年間の平和喪失処分をお命じになられた。本来死を賜るが妥当の罪状であるところ、ケティル一族を生かし置きくださるは、ひとえに王陛下のご恩情によるものである。伏してお裁きを受け。
The bro on the left literally has a rake. Honestly, if they plan on fighting 100%, then they should just kill these 3 guys. It's 3 less soldiers to deal with on the battlefield.
以上。死にたくなけりゃとっとと国外へ失せろ。返答は明日の朝まで待ってやる。
Obviously, they're honorable people.
役立たずどもがやすやすと上陸させやって。反逆、平和喪失、図に乗るなよ若造が。ただいまと。おお、トールキル。どうだ、クヌート軍の様子は。のんびり昼飯食ってたぜ。鍋炊いて。軍船2隻、貨物船2隻。上陸地点のすぐそばにテントを張ってる。兵力はざっと100人だ。ん ?100 人？ああ、奴隷と召使いを除いてな。なんだ、こちらの兵力の3分の1にも足りないのか。クヌートめ、王自ら手向けばわしらが恐れ入ってひれ伏すとでも思うたか。
Who's your money on? Bunch of random farmers holding rakes, or one of the strongest Viking clans we have seen so far in this anime? I don't know. Who's your money on? Who's your money on? Honestly, I reckon 10 Yorm's Vikings could take out everyone that isn't a main character. I'm just saying.
この地には王などに腐ぬ命知らずが5万とおるわ。 震え皆の者、王の首を上げた者には望みの帯を与えるぞ。おめでたいね。
Yep.
ただの100人じゃねえ。でかいテントの周りにいる奴ら、ありゃ重視団だな。
マジで王様が来てんのか。
重視の中でも王の近衛とくりゃデンマーク屈指の強者揃いだぜ。トールギルの元戦友たちだ。
つまりあれですか、全員トールギルさんくらい強えと。じゃあそれ以外の白マント
Oh,
たちは
don't worry, they're not that
こ
bad.
の絵に比べりゃ弱い。
Are they weaker than the King's
なん
Guard?
だお前、見たことねえのかよ。あれがヨウム戦士団だ。お前がそんなに目見開いたの初めて見たぞ。ちょっと勝てねえな。
No, not a chance. Not
こ
a
っちの
fucking
反応
chance.
戦士の寄せ集めとは兵の質が違いすぎる。あいつらは朝から晩まで戦争のことしか考えてねえ連中だ。
What's annoying is this episode is literally called the Battle for Kaitel's Farm. Now, it's annoying because there's going to be no battle this episode. If there's going to be a battle, probably going to be next episode, right? We're 11 minutes in, nothing's happened. This is the build-up. So why call it the Battle for Kaitel's Farm, man? Why? Imagine they do that in Game of Thrones. Like, the Battle of the Bastards, and nothing happens. It's like, come on, man. What is that? Why? Vinland Saga, you blue-balling us here.
一戦やらなきゃ旦那にはそれがわからねえらしい。お前ら逃げたきゃ逃げろ。クヌート王は逃げる時間を用意してくれてる。
兄貴はどうするんで。
俺は指揮官だ。逃げてどうする。
He's putting on a lot of
あ
armor,
の
though.
350人のお調子乗りどもなるべく死なせねえように頑張ってみるさ。
だったらよ、ケテル一族を縛り上げて引き渡しちまいましょうよ。
そうだ、そうすりゃ戦争しねえで済む。トールギルさんも縛るのか。
ビビンじゃねえよ。8人係だったらなんとかなる。
いや、トールギルさんだけじゃねえ。音に聞こえた鉄拳ケティルだ。熊を素手で殴り殺した武勇伝は知ってるだろ。
ねえ、もう逃げようよ兄貴。意地張ってもどうにもならねえって。
鉄拳か。鉄拳のことならよく知ってる。15、6の頃に出会ってな。俺に戦場の流儀を教えてくれた。マジでめちゃくちゃ強かったぜ。俺にとっちゃ兄貴みてえな人だ。
What?
何年前だったかちょいとしくじってな。
Unless he's talking about the Iron Fist from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Maybe. Maybe he's talking about that Iron Fist. Can't be talking about Kittel.
俺は追われる身になった。ケティルの兄ならかくまってくれると思ってよ。わずかな噂を頼りにこの農場まで逃げてきたんだ。ところがよ、やっとの思いでたどり着いたと思ったら。
なんだお前は、わしに言おうか。
全くの別人だったんだ、これが。
なんじゃそりゃ。
語ってんだよ、あの旦那は。
Oh!
たまたま名前が同じなのをいいことにな。
呆れたぜ。
よく今までバレなかったな。
さりとて他に行くあてもなし。俺はここで番犬として飼われることになった。ずいぶんただ飯を食わせてもらった。そろそろ飯代を払わないとな。
His helmet is interesting. I'm trying to like place where it is historically. Is it Middle Eastern? Maybe? Persian? Greek?
ま、お前らは好きにしろ。旦那は命を捧げるには値しねえペテン野郎だってことだ。じゃ、達者でな。
Is it not Hussar? Is that what they used to be called? Is that not that helm is? Well, I guess it's time to fight, guys.
かっこつけんなバカどもが。
You have to love how his men are actually loyal. Like so many times in Vinland Saga, we've literally seen the Vikings like not be loyal, not show any kind of loyalty, and we're actually seeing that loyalty. It's nice. It means he's got a good crew here.
お前らなんか飯代払う暇もなく死ぬっての。
うせえ！ペテン野郎の飯食い逃げしたら、それこそ俺ら底抜けに最低じゃねえかよ。食った分くらいは働いてみせますよ。
さっきの話、ベラベラ喋るんじゃねえぞ。
Oh, I reckon you can trust him. Jesus. Maybe we are getting a battle. It's gonna be a quick fucking battle. I don't think we are. The only way they are winning now is with a massive strategic advantage, so they need a good strategist, which Thorgil does seem to be one, maybe, but that's the only way they're winning. But we also know Canute is too. They don't want to attack first. They definitely want to lure them in, and they want a good land advantage. Obviously, height is key in these sort of fights too, as we've obviously seen in Star Wars. You know, the high ground is key. And that's not just the meme, it actually is. So as long as they don't rush in, they maintain their stamina, keep it up on high ground on a hill. But the Canute's not just going to walk up a hill, though. So all these things benefit. Fighting up hills more tiring and harder, more difficult. I don't know. But you have to lure them in, like I said, with missiles.
海を背にした陣だ。王の軍団はここに2列応対。この丸がクヌート。連中、船は巣に上げちまってるし、背後を全く気にしてねえ。
If I had some sort of catapults.
こっちにまともな軍隊がいねえのを知ってやがるんだ。地形は見晴らしがいい。奇襲は効かねえ。オルマル、これをどう攻める？
野襲。
ブー。野襲ってのは上等な戦士のやることだ。素人どもにゃ無理な戦術よ。
No, you'll end up killing your
あ
own
んな
men.
奴らクソの役にも立ちゃしねえ。100数える間に皆殺しだ。
じゃあなんでそんな奴ら集めたんだよ。
ど素人め、決まってんだろそんなもん。100数える間、王の注意を引いてもらうためよ。
トールギル、おらんのかトールギル。まったく肝心な時に。
旦那、全軍整いました。
Well, that means he's never, this guy is not the Iron Fist. This guy is just a guy. He's probably never been in a fight. The most fighting this guy has done was being frickin' Arnaise. Other than that, he's an absolute pansy in disguise, man. Look at him. This guy really pissed me off, man. After what he did to Arnaise. God damn it, with his fucking caterpillar eyebrows.
よし、わしの合図で準備射撃だ。構え！
旦那、最後の忠告です。やったら負けますよ。
しつこいぞヘビ。この鉄拳ケテルがあんな若造に何一つ劣るものか。
Probably. But you're not him.
撃てー！
Game over.
始まった。ご無事でパテールさん。くそ。
They're gonna try and move
大
her.
丈夫だ。このまま行こう。両軍戦闘の真っ最中だ。
ゆっくり、なるべく揺らさないように。
知らねえぞ。これって泥棒だよね。
奴隷泥棒。
気にするな。相応の金は置いてきたんだ。
やるときはやるんすね、親父も。
トルフィンの友達だ。見捨ててはいけん。ここにいたら彼女は殺されてしまう。
This is the smart move from them, to be honest. The only other move would be for Thorfinn to go speak to Canute.
お別れを言えなかったな。
They left the old master. I didn't even think about that. This worries me. If this is supposed to symbolize the afterlife, this worries me, man. I fucking hate this. I'm fucking done, man. Fuck off with these scenes. Why you got... Why, man? Vinland Saga is so brutal. Don't. I'm done. I honestly, man, I want to just skip this. This anime is brilliant in its brutality. Don't. I don't want to. No, man. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck out of here. Come on. I don't like the symbolism behind this.
馬車に揺られるとすぐに寝てしまうから。
It's nothing but a dream. It's nothing but a dream. It means nothing. There's no symbolism. It's just a dream.
怖いか。心配するな。じきにこの暗い森を抜ける。ここは痛みと絶望の吹き溜まり、血に乾いた獣たちの森だ。命を育む場所ではない。
Arne's voice actor is one of the best I've heard in anime, by the way.
私たちには暖かな家が待っている。
I don't like this!
長く苦しい旅だったな。でもその苦しみももうすぐ終わる。
I think it is clear to open to speculation whether or not their son is alive or dead. I will, however, say I am fairly confident he is not alive. Just because of how many symbolic things we have seen that sort of show their son in the afterlife, and based on Viking lore, history, and mythology around them, and what they believed as well, that would symbolize that their son has passed away and is greeting them in the afterlife. Based on this scene and the one we saw before, that's what I think. Who knows? Maybe there's a spoiler, maybe like way down the line. I don't know how much of the manga's written or anything like that. Maybe he comes back, but based on what I've seen so far, that's what my guess would be. And that's why this scene scares me with the baby and her.
そうね。
It's like a reunion. The wolf and the deer together?
それでもまだいるわ。ここで生き抜こうとする命が。
God, the OST.
ガルザル？
彼らにお世話になった者たちに別れを伝えてくるといい。ここで 子供たちと待っているよ。
The child in her stomach.
そうね。エイナルさんたちにお礼を言わなくちゃ。
She's lost the child. I think that if the child has been lost, then I think that scene all but confirms, sadly, the fate of the child that they lost years ago.
止まって。俺です。わかりますか？クエイはどうです？
Maybe not right in her face, bro.
エイナルさん。
50歩前進。徹底的にやれ。力の差を見せつけろ。
Not even using all the soldiers.
さすがはヨウム戦士団ですな。70名一列応対の薄さでも全く崩れない。
もはや後衛は不要だ。2列目の重視団はケテル逮捕に使う。
はっ。下がるな。突っ込め。意地を見せんかったわな。くそ。わしの息子たちはどこへ行ったのだ。
Don't get me wrong, swimming is a good idea, but I will also say this, it removes your stamina and depletes it significantly. Fighting after swimming is a terrible idea.
兄ちゃん。俺は兄ちゃんみたいだ。
Oh, did he come back? He came back. He was supposed to be with his brother. And Canute just dispersed his rear guard as well, meaning that he is completely on his own. No one backing him other than 2 people next to him. Are they a match? I don't know. I'm not sure. Jeez, man. Jeez. Things are getting intense. Things are getting intense. You definitely see what Season 2 prioritizes as to what Season 1 prioritized. This episode is literally called The Battle for the Farm, right? And the battle was 35 seconds long, right? It was nothing. But on one hand, you could have said, well, that's just because that's how long the battle's actually going to be for Vikings of this caliber. On the other hand, you could say that's because they, this season prioritizes the depth and weight of these situations and like consequences and characters more than it does the fights. Which is obviously what Season 1 prioritized a little bit more, which is probably why I love Season 2 so much better, but I do love a good fight as well. I don't think for one fucking second Canute is in any real danger, but even with that being said, I don't really know who could protect Canute here. I am surprised they didn't say goodbye to the old man or take him with them. They just left him there, which seems like a strange decision, but I'm guessing they just didn't have time. So, strange decision, but smart decision. Sad decision. The brother tried to follow, but couldn't do it, so came back to the shore. That's what we saw. He arrived and was like, I can't be like you. I'm guessing he's going to have a part to play later, but I don't know what that part's going to be. Other than that, I'm fairly confident the farm is doomed. It's going to be overrun. I'm just curious as to Thorfinn now. I wonder why Thorfinn didn't want to go see Canute. And I guess in a way Thorfinn and Einar are free because they are under Leif now, right? I mean, that was the agreement with Keitel, so... But as for Arne's, she's just been kidnapped. But, again, maybe that's something that's not going to matter too much when Keitel inevitably meets his demise, because let's face it, that's exactly what's going to happen here. You can always tell a fake warrior from a true warrior, and the fake one standing back and telling his soldiers to go forth and fight, but not being on those lines himself. Just saying. The fact that the Yorm's Vikings were in a straight line, they probably, if they were a bit more strategic, they could have overwhelmed one side, perhaps. It's easy to, like, create the illusion of a lot of soldiers, which is what the Yorm's Vikings have done by standing so many paces from each other. By having those gaps, they're able to spread out. Gives them a better chance of taking on multiple targets at once and not being overwhelmed. But you could have done this exact same on the opposite side. You had 350 men, have the 70 front lines match the Yorm's Vikings, and then have one flank much stronger than another flank and use that to overwhelm them and loop round, but whatever. I don't know. I don't really know what the best tactics are here. I'm not a tactician. I'm a YouTuber. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Next week is going to be it's going to be interesting. I can't believe I've got to wait a while to watch those episodes because I'm pretty excited about seeing them. And that's it. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. And as always, my friends, you will see me in the next video.